Michael thought he was saving his family, but he was actually destroying it. One decision, one lie, one moment, and everything spiraled out of control. And by the time he realized the truth, it was already too late. Michael was the kind of man people trusted without question. A loving husband, a protective father, and a loyal friend. Or so everyone believed. But behind that calm smile, something wasn't right. It all started with a phone call in the middle of the night. No caller ID, no voice, just a single message that changed everything. Your life is not what you think it is.
At first, Michael laughed it off. Who sends messages like that? But then, strange things began happening around him, and that's when doubt quietly entered his mind.
His wife, Sarah, started acting distant, cold, distracted. Late nights, hidden texts, sudden silence when he walked in. Was she hiding something or someone? Michael wanted to trust her. He really did. But trust cracks easily when fear starts whispering louder than love, and soon he began watching her instead of believing her. One evening, he followed her. Just once, he told himself. She drove across town and stopped at a place he had never seen before. What he saw next made his heart stop. Sarah met a man, not just any man, someone who seemed far too comfortable with her. They weren't arguing, they weren't distant, they were close, too close. Michael felt his chest tighten. Was this betrayal? Years of love replaced by secrets? But before he could confront her, something unexpected happened. The man handed Sarah a folder, thick, sealed, urgent. She looked terrified, not guilty, and suddenly everything felt different. Michael drove home in silence, his thoughts racing. Was this an affair or something far worse? He needed answers, and he needed them now. That night, he searched her belongings, drawers, bags, even her phone, until he found it. A hidden document that should not exist. It had his name on it, but the details were wrong. Wrong birth date, wrong history, wrong identity. How could that even be possible? Michael stared at the paper, his hands shaking. If this was real, then who was he, really? And why was his own life a lie? The next morning, he confronted Sarah, but instead of denying it, she froze, and in that silence, everything changed. Her eyes filled with tears, not guilt, but fear. She whispered, "You weren't supposed to find out like this." Wait, find out what? Before she could explain, someone knocked on the door. Hard, urgent, dangerous. And that's when things went from strange to terrifying. Two men stood outside, dressed like officials, but something felt off. They asked for Michael, not politely, but like they already owned him. Why were strangers suddenly looking for him? Sarah begged him not to open the door. Her voice trembled like she had seen this before. What was she trying to protect him from? But Michael ignored her and opened it anyway. And in that moment, he made the biggest mistake of his life, because those men weren't there to talk. They stepped inside without permission. Cold eyes, calculated movements, no hesitation. Michael wasn't in control anymore. They handed him a file, the same symbol as the one he found earlier. Inside, more documents about him, but this time, the truth started revealing itself. Michael wasn't just a normal man. He had a past, erased, rewritten, hidden, and someone had been watching him all along. Sarah broke down and confessed.
Years ago, Michael was involved in something dangerous, something powerful, something that forced him to disappear.
His identity, his life, even his memories had been altered. Everything he believed was real was carefully constructed. But why? Because Michael had once betrayed the wrong people. People who don't forget and never forgive. And now they were back. The man Sarah met earlier, he wasn't a lover. He was trying to warn her that Michael's past was catching up. But Michael didn't know who to trust anymore. His wife lied, his life was fake, and strangers knew more about him than he did. What would you do in his place? The men gave him a choice: come with them or lose everything he loves. And they weren't bluffing. Michael looked at Sarah, at his home, at the life he thought was real. Could he walk away from it all? Or was he already too deep to escape? He chose to go, not because he trusted them, but because he needed answers. And that decision changed everything. They took him to a hidden location, far from everything familiar. No windows, no exits, just truth waiting to be revealed. And what he learned next, no one saw coming. Michael wasn't just a victim. He had once been part of something dark, something dangerous, and he had betrayed it from the inside. That's why his memory was erased. That's why his life was rebuilt. And that's why they came back to finish what he started. But here's the twist. Michael wasn't supposed to survive this long. Someone had been secretly protecting him. And that someone was Sarah. Everything she did, every lie, every secret was to keep him alive. But now, she couldn't protect him anymore. Michael felt everything crash down at once. Love, betrayal, truth, lies, all mixed into one painful reality. And he realized he had misunderstood everything. But it was too late to go back. The people he once betrayed wanted revenge, and they were ready to take it. Michael had one final choice: run or face the truth and fight back. But could he even win this time? In a shocking turn, Michael remembered something, a hidden detail buried deep in his past, something that could change everything. He wasn't just part of that organization. He had been the one who almost destroyed it, and now he might be the only one who could stop it again. But at what cost? His life? His family? His identity? Was the truth even worth it anymore? Michael made his move, bold, risky, irreversible, and in one moment, everything exploded into chaos. No turning back now. When it was all over, nothing was the same. Truth came out, but it came with a price Michael wasn't ready to pay. He discovered the truth, but far too late, and now he must live with the consequences forever. So tell me, would you have made the same choice?